dicho que desapareció por el Boulevard 2000, güey.
Third phase moon Blake cousins Quinteto, Salvador, and Jose from Brownsville, Texas in the east. The border separating Mexico and the United States share a video of what they caught. Take a look at this. A UFO drone. They captured it with their HD cameras. This is quite incredible. They've been looking out for UFOs due to the massive activity in the area. Distant to third phase moon, Mr. Salvador and Jose's footage was captured June 29, 2015, approximately 2:34 p.m. Eastern Time, also captured by his friend just yards away from Salvador, Jose. They heard no noise, but felt some kind of invisible vibration. What's going on in this video? It's incredibly clear. I mean clear, crystal clear. They couldn't explain what it was. The size was about the size of an SUV, 20 to 30 feet, approximately 300 to 500 feet above them. As they explain, we're going to be sharing the raw footage in the next video, best of June 2015, coming up in 12 hours. But we wanted to bring in right now breaking news. Dr. J and Elias to get his opinion of what's going down in this video. Is this a drone, a UFO? What's going on? Dr. J, thanks for joining us right here.
Always, Blake, always.
Here's a video, Dr. J.
Ooh, I like it. Holy shit. Now that doesn't look like a hoax. I gotta get this to Jaime. When are you uploading this? Tomorrow?
Absolutely. We're putting it up right now after we get off, putting this live to third phase moon. You can say it's a hoax right away, but when you zoom in, that's what we're doing. We analyze this video. We're not seeing any kind of manipulation of a hoax. It's not a balloon.
Yes.
Check out this crystal clear footage right here. And the gleaming, there's just too much going on to be an artifact of an effect. I think what you're seeing is what's really up there, but that's my opinion.
Whatever it is, it's insane. That's what I gotta say.
Let's get a closer look and zoom things up. It's not no quad chopper, if you ask me, a drone. I know it's kind of shocking seeing this for the first time, but look how high it is up in the air right there.
Yeah, I'm blown away.
We added some brightness contrast right here. To the right, upper left is the original video, and then below is the exact same thing, brightness contrast. Again, to the right, brightness contrast, bottom left, the original.
Which one is Jose? Which one's Quintero?
Exactly, that's a good question. Well, it's coming in rapid fire.
Okay.
I would say this is Quinteto's footage. Quintero managed to capture the best of the best, and Jose captured maybe about 30 seconds of good stuff. But there's going to be footage coming up where you see it taking off here.
Really? Holy shit.
Take a look at this.
Okay, tell me when you want to let me speak on it, because I got some really good stuff to say.
Well, go ahead, man. It's live right now, John.
This is, Blake, this is awesomely fantastic. Now, we cannot always jump the gun. This is exactly what Third Phase of Moon is for. You, the viewer, right now, who are watching this Third Phase of Moon at home, you are making disclosure happen. Get the word out. If you are an investigator, if you have camera equipment, or you know how to dissect video, please, we invite you to do this. We need people out there to step forward and do this. Now, there was a video back in November, which I thought was amazing, sent to my good friend Jaime Masan, and he had his big budget team realize or conclude that it was a hoax. It was a guy that came from Colorado claiming it, if you recall, that disc, and it was a speaker. This has amazingly different, uh, you know, uh, different quality to it. First of all,
Well, look at
the
the
detail,
yeah,
you
you know
just
exactly
cannot
right.
be blown away.
Look at the retractable legs, if that's what you'd call it, landing gear retracting up and down. You got reflection left and right, refraction. Uh,
This,
you got something that the pixelation, you just don't see a
uh,
hoax as good
and
as
and then it
this.
looks
If it's
like
a
it's
hoax, I don't
almost.
think so. Salvador and Jose just seem like legit kind of guys, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I like about it. The fact that two separate people caught it, two different videos of the same object, and then it's zoomed in from a distance, it gets pixelated when it gets closer, but then it looks like it's got like glass on top, and as you said, it retracts. Now, the 3 is important. I'll tell you why. So many people talk about 3 legs. For instance, astronaut Gordon Cooper witnessed a landing and recorded it on film at Edwards Air Force Base, I believe in the 50s. He said a flying saucer, came down and landed, put out 3 legs, and landed, and just stayed there for a bit and then took off. He developed the film and looked at it, and then it was going up the chain of command, put in a briefcase, chain to an officer's wrist, and sent off. Then you have the Socorro, New Mexico, Lonnie Zamora. What did he see? An egg-shaped craft with 3 legs. And then, of course, Rendlesham. To this day, there exists, because in case people say they were lunatics and nothing landed, they actually took impressions from the ground of 3 legs, and they were exactly 3.3 meters apart, or something like that, evenly. So uh, there's obviously something to it, and that's very efficient if you think about it, Blake. Think about a tripod. Think about a, a circular object. Think about a round object. Think about a triangular object. What's the best way to park it? Put it on 3 legs. This is super fantastic. I like the way it's rotating, and then the way it stops. The way this is awesome. Awesome. I really got to say, hands down, awesome. I would love someone out there seeing this to step forward and investigate this further. That's what this third phase of Moon's about. That's what disclosure is about.
You know, absolutely, Dr. J, with the Quinteto, Salvador, and Jose and their footage. You know, we invite everybody to take a look at it, because you see the refractions of light, whatever is going on underneath it is unexplainable. You don't see any kind of rotating blades. It's not a drone, it's not a balloon. This is about as crystal clear, in your face, a flying saucer as it gets. Some people say that the HD era is here, and I believe HD has just finally captured something that's unexplainable.
Yes, and let me say another thing. You see the fact that it sort of wobbles from one direction to the other, meaning that the bottom is not always flat and it's sort of curved? Well, it's not wobbling at a really high rate of speed, but the reason it wobbles, according to Bob Lazar, is these craft are not meant for low speed travel on a place full of gravity. Earth has gravity, it sucks you down. We have the down effect. But if these things travel by manipulating gravity, and they have 3 gravity amplifiers, which those 3 retractable things that you pointed out, those could be the cylinders that Bob Lazar, that is like a 2 foot long pipe, I don't know what diameter, or 3 foot long pipe with a foot diameter. I don't recall. People have to look that up. Of It's just pipes hanging, and they could be swiveled in independent directions. And he says that craft, when they're caught here on Earth on low speed, are really wobbly, because of the fact that we have gravity on Earth, and then you have something else manipulating gravity. So what they would do is they would use one gravity generator to, say, stay off the ground, another one to point in the direction they need to go, and then another one to do whatever else is needed. But I just think this has so many features that have a ring of truth to it. Like, for instance, right now, the pixelation. You didn't see that in the November video when it was zoomed in. This guy is genuinely looking at something from far away. Again, from my impression, I would love a researcher to step forward. But this is super fantastic footage, Blake. I really got to say.
Absolutely, in your face HD quality. I think it's some of the clearest footage since Ed has shared video to us over the past few years. But I know there's a lot more out there around the world. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Submit your videos to Third Phase of Moon. Share in disclosure, like Dr. J. Andy Elias says. Dr. J. Any last words on your on what you've just seen over the past 8 minutes?
Again, this is one of the most fantastic videos. It's got the quality of the HD quality. It's got the detail of the craft. There's things underneath it. There's so many devices on it that I would love to have explained, but are similar to what other people say. And then, of course, the three swivels. So this is I'm blown away. I'm actually sort of speechless. The only things I could do rest other than is plug in info on the show. But as far as this footage, this people out there, you guys are really doing an amazing job watching Third Phase of Moon, keeping your eyes out in the sky for cameras for UFOs, and filming them and submitting them to Third Phase of Moon, because again, it's just super fantastic. I would love for people to step forward that can investigate everything from the video quality itself to the video itself, to maybe determine if it was in the shot, and then if it is, to find out what it is. But this is truly astonishing video caught by two independent witnesses and two videos, two videos of two set of the same object yards apart, as you said. That is fantastic, to say the least. Super fantastic.
I'm glad we got to share it with Dr. J and the world right now. It's about 10:35 p.m. Hawaii time. We're going to be sharing the best videos of June 2015. We're going to be adding the raw video to this, as well as other videos submitted for the past month. Everybody's going to be blown away. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 12 hours. Dr. J, hey, thanks for joining us right here.
Always, it's a pleasure, and especially I gotta say, as we talked about on Third Phase of Moon Radio on Friday, now's the time. Things are happening. I have never in my ufologist career, and since I've been paying attention to this stuff intently, really intently and obsessively since 1984, have seen so much activity been happening in the last few years, increasing in the last few months, and the last 3 weeks is just blowing me away. The amount of stories you read from around the world, the amount of videos I've been seeing. What is happening? What are we next to? That is what I'd like to know. Again, everybody watching this, disclosure is in your hand. Share this video. Talk about it. Share all the videos. Listen to my show. Call in. Go to drjradiolive.com, drjradiolive.com. See upcoming thing. Disclosure is in your hands, and it starts with things such as submitting this video and sharing it and talking about it. This is Dr. J. Back to you, Blake.
Absolutely. The media and the world and the internet is wide open. It's about the people that believe that we're not alone. Everybody keep your eyes on the skies. Take a look at Quinteto, Salvador, and Jose's videos right here. Share it to the world. Analyze it. What's going on? We're not exactly sure, but it's something incredible.